Alright, it is New Titan Crystal Day, and this one's an interesting batch to say the least, and I'm gonna talk about each character, but instead of like just having the graphic up, I'm gonna just show gameplay of each champion to get a good idea of what these characters do. Now, first up is Patriot here, and Patriot, he is like a dedicated photon counter. Like, he was pretty much designed for that one reason. So here I have, a fight against Photon, obviously, and he does a really good job at countering this character. Now, one tiny issue is, to really counter her, he really wants to be awakened. Like, it is a massive help. And the other thing is, outside of countering Photon, he doesn't really do too much, like, besides that. So I think he's a good character. I think he's good at, like, countering Photon, which he was made for, but besides that, he might not see too much use, especially unawakened. So he's an alright pull, I guess. Now we have the leader, and I know what you're wondering, why he looked like that. I don't know. I don't know why he looks like that, okay? But looks aside, never judge a book by its cover, guys. Come on, you know this by now. He is a very good champion. I think he is the most underrated champion of 2024, and I hope that him being a tactic attacker next season is going to really show just how powerful this character is, because if there is regen and if there is power gain, like either or, he is one of the best, if not the best option for that fight. So yeah, when it comes to just cheesing power gain stuff, very few champions do it as good or better than him. And yeah, like, it's shown in this fight, like, this Hyperion just gets shut off completely. So I dropped the SP2, and that gives this debuff where you deal extra damage depending on, like, how much power is being drained. And yeah, like, against, like, Hyperions or just any power gain, he does pretty nice damage with that debuff. So, like, he is just melting at this point. And yeah, the fight is over, and it was just completely controlled. So the leader, fantastic pull, and I think that you might want to rank this guy up for the next Alliance War season. So yeah, really good pull, one of the best of this new batch. Now we have Arcade. Oh man. So I think Arcade is, one, a very dapper gentleman, very handsome, love the ginger hair. Outside of that, I don't think there is much to say about this character. He is good at, I don't know what he's good at, man. He's a very oddball character. He has great animations, let's just make that very clear. He has pretty solid control, because when the opponent is cornered, they are more aggressive and more likely to throw special attacks, so he does have that. He has access to a ton of debuffs, and he has a lot of poison damage. So yeah, overall, he's kind of just like a very oddball character. He does some things well. He stops healing very well. He has, a multitude of debuffs. And did I mention that Sue? It is just so top tier. But yeah, he was made for defense mainly, but here's the thing. It's kind of hard to judge him on defense because the current Alliance War tactic just, like, mauls through him. So yeah, as it stands right now, there's a bit more to explore with this character, on defense especially, but I feel like right now he is just not the best Titan pull out there. He is still a very cool character though. But next up we have the newly buffed Superior Iron Man. Now this champion is really fun. He is really fun to play, and he just has a ton of damage output. If you like damage, this is your character. He also has access to armor break and multiple armor breaks on the SP1. He has a ton of buffs, obviously, and he also has a ton of resistances to, like, bleed, I think incinerate, and then one more. I'm blanking, I am so sorry, but he's resistant to a lot of different DOT debuffs. So yeah, he just has a pretty nice kit overall. It's very basic, but, like, the payoff is really nice, because he's not like hard to play or anything. He's just a very simple DPS, and the DPS is really strong. So yeah, this man is going to be a great 7-star, and he's going to be great for just so many different metas. And while he isn't like the most versatile attacker, he does do, like, tech characters and, like, even Onslaught pretty well, so that's pretty sweet. But I just want to see how he does as a 7-star with like the crit stat focus, because yeah, if this man crits on the SB2, anyone is just one shot. look at that damage right there. It's just incredible stuff, man. And yeah, a beautiful heavy attack right there as well. And yeah, he is just a very solid pull. But now we have the Hood, and the Hood, he's a pretty interesting champion. He is good for Battlegrounds, and he has really good buff control, so he's good for like Maestro and a couple other cosmic characters. When awakened, he has solid power control as well, so like any power control matchup, he does do pretty well. But yeah, like he's a pretty straightforward character. Just build up your like hex charges, detonate them with a heavy attack, and it'll one-shot like pretty much any champion. I think he's worth rank 2 for sure. And rank 3 is debatable, obviously, because there's just so many strong Mystic attackers, but I feel like he will guarantee one-shot anything at rank 3 with those like hex charges built up. So yeah, I think he's pretty good. I just am not too experienced with this character, but I feel like he does have really good reviews overall, and if you really dedicate like time to practice this champion, he is going to be well worth it. So yeah, a pretty solid Titan pool for sure. Now, North Star, he's interesting. He looks really cool, obviously. He's like a speedster. He's good for Everest content because like once he's built up, he is just really, really strong when it comes to damage. But he's just okay in Battlegrounds. Like versus some skill characters, he's alright. But to be honest, Battlegrounds are just really any short fights. They're just not for North Star. So rank 2 worthy, I guess he is, because he can do some stuff like in Battlegrounds and like other areas of the game, and like he's good for long form obviously, but is he worth rank 3? Not really. There's just not really a use for this character as it stands right now, but maybe in the future he's going to be a great Titan pool. I sure hope that's the case. I really like this character, but I just know that he isn't really for, you know, the ordinary pieces of content. So yeah, North Star, I love the guy, but I don't think he is the best Titan pool out there. But now we have my opening here, and who do I want the most? I want Leader, Arcade, or Patriot. No, yeah, I want Patriot, but I want North Star as well. You know, I was just saying how like Arcade and North Star aren't the best Titan pools, but I still want them because I still really like them. And you know, Arcade, great defender. North Star is a tactic defender next season, so that could be helpful. And Leader, I think, is going to be one of the best attackers next season. But now we have the basic 7 stars. So Bullseye, Onslaught, White Tiger, Red Skull, Thing, and Cersei have joined the basic pools. So I really want to get one of them. I really want to get one of them, and we get Penny Parker instead. We awaken Penny Parker, which is fantastic. She is a great champion, and with like, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but she is really good on defense these days because people don't draft for Penny Parker, right? They just draft for, you know, general good characters, and sometimes those characters don't counter Penny Parker. So yeah, that's a great awakening for sure. But I really want to see Bullseye or White Tiger, and next crystal here, I don't see them in the reel just yet, and we're going to land on a 7-star version of Iron Man Infinity War. He's fine, he's a great defender, I think better than Penny to be honest, but yeah, Sig, oh that's a lot of Sig levels, jeez man, Sig 80? I guess I have to rank 2 him now because that is wild, but sure, I'll take it. But it's Titan Crystal time. Like I said, I want to see the Leader, I want to see Arcade, North Star, Patriot even. Literally anyone from this this new batch I will take, because they are all useful to me at least. So yeah, just anyone from the new batch, please. I really want to see Leader. I think he is the most underrated champion in 2024. I was about to say in the game, but there's just so many characters in this game, but like he kind of is kind of getting there. So yeah, I just want to pull the Leader, please. The crystal's gonna stop. There is Spider-Punk, there is a few other cool champions, and we land on a 7-star version of Ironheart, which awakens her. She's a fine champion, but the Leader was right there, man. Oh my gosh, I got trolled. Pain. just a whole lot of pain, man. It's whatever. Like, she's cool, she's fun. I have her at rank 2 already, so like it's not bad. It's honestly pretty decent because she does want the dupe for more damage, which she obviously does really want. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Maybe I take her to rank 3 because she's awakened now, but I got in trouble with my last rank 3, so I have to be careful. I have to make sure that the officers, like, approve of it, but maybe I can work my magic, I don't know. But yeah, love your thoughts on the new Titan batch and this crystal opening, and yeah, that's about it for me.